Keeps blocking black wealth. We digging deep to free ourselves.
Welcome back to Who Keeps Blocking Black Wealth. I'm Dana, and today we're talking about a number that quietly controls more doors than most people realize: your credit score.
3 digits. That's it. 3 numbers deciding whether you get approved, how much you pay, and sometimes whether you even get considered.
And what's interesting is most people were never actually taught what that number means. They were just told, protect it, don't mess it up, but nobody explained it.
Which is wild, because you can't protect something you don't understand. Now I've heard people say, credit scores showed up right around the time black folks started proving we could afford luxury things. Like once we started buying nice cars, suddenly the rules changed.
And that belief didn't come out of nowhere. There is a history of system shifting when access starts expanding. But here's the truth. Credit scores weren't created specifically because of that. They were created to standardize lending decisions. Before credit scores, a person at a desk decided your financial future.
So basically, if they liked you, you got approved. If they didn't, you didn't.
Exactly. So the goal was to remove subjectivity. But here's the part people don't always say out loud. If the data you use to build a system comes from a history that wasn't equal, the system reflects that history.
So the bias didn't disappear. It just got dressed up as math.
Exactly. At its core, a credit score is not about you as a person. It's a prediction. If we lend this person money, what are the chances we get it back?
So it ain't personal. It's probability.
Exactly. Predictability is what lenders care about. Let's make this real. If someone you know asks to borrow $500, you don't pull out a calculator. You think about their history. Have they borrowed before? Did they pay you back? Did you have to chase them down? Did they act funny when it was time to settle up?
Everybody just pictured somebody.
Exactly. Now take it a step further. It's not just if they paid you back, it's how they paid you back. Were they consistent or was it random? Because consistency builds trust and inconsistency creates hesitation.
So one good payment don't mean much. It's the pattern.
Precisely. And that pattern is what your credit report tracks. And the score, that's just a summary of that pattern. So what goes into that pattern? Payment histories. Do you pay on time? Credit usage. How much of what you have are you using? Length of history. How long you've been in the system and types of accounts.
So the longer you've been playing the game. And the better you behave, the better your score.
Exactly. But here's the catch. If you were never taught the game, or didn't have access to it early, you start behind.
So it feels like you're being judged by rules nobody explained.
Exactly. Now let's talk about what's happening right now, because this isn't just theory. Lenders are tightening, credit card companies are lowering limits, banks are becoming more selective.
Translation, they nervous.
Okay, and when uncertainty rises, standards rise, which means that same credit score people don't understand now matters even more.
So this ain't the time to ignore it. This the time to learn it. All right. Before Dana starts assigning homework, I need a coffee break.
Fair enough.
Strong Coffee Company.
Protein, healthy fats,
No crash.
because life already provides enough chaos.
Use code WKBBW.
Same coffee, less money.
Paying full price on purpose is not a personality trait.
That's code WKBBW for the best discount out there.
Speaking of passing on the best stuff out there, Dana.
Well, Harold's scripture speaks directly to this. In Hosea, it says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge," not lack of money, not lack of effort, lack of understanding. If you look further into Proverbs, you'll find the borrower is servant to the lender. It's structure. That's not emotion. That's position.
So if you don't understand how borrowing works, you stay in that position.
And if we veer over into the New Testament, in Luke we'll find, to whom much is given, much is required. Once you understand this system, you're responsible for moving differently. So here's the truth. A credit score is not a judgment. It's a measurement. And once you understand what it's measuring, you stop fearing it and start using it.
So instead of asking, why are they doing this to me? You start asking, how do I move different?
Right yet again, if this helped things make more sense, stay with us. Follow the show.
Share it with someone who wants clarity about money.
This show is designed to shine a light on the knowledge our community has believed was hidden from us, so we can understand it
and use it to our advantage. Because once you understand the rules, you stop guessing. You start moving on
purpose. Pray, plan, prosper on purpose.
Share this with somebody
who needs receipts.
Who keeps blocking black wealth? We digging deep to free ourselves. Faith, money, truth on the shelf. Let's talk about it, talk about it.
Who keeps blocking black wealth?
Not me, not today.
Check your credit and pray.